whether or not 6% is practical, is realistic. Given the condition, I think is unrealistic, because if you study our economy post 1998, there is a big divergence when it comes to public investments and private investments. Private investment used to be a lot higher than public investment, and it was growing at around 16% in the period between 1990 to 98. So that was why, you know, we could create a lot of jobs, a lot of new businesses and so on. Come 98, suddenly it switched. Private investment, especially domestic private investment, has been flat since 1998. It was just growing about 1 or 2%. Whereas over the years, since 98 until now, it's been almost 13 years, public investments, the money that the government has been pumping into our economy has been growing exponentially, to the point that in 2007 we hit the dreadful 7.4% deficit. And over the years, over this 13 years period, I think our economy have guzzled about easily 400 billion of public money pumped in, and all you see is just about 5%, 6% growth. Okay, through ETP, Prime Minister says that in order to reach the successive 6 years, you require about at least 111 billion private investments every year. Okay, that number means from 2010 to 2011 there must be a jump of 80 billion, because currently private investments, FDI, domestic investments, is only about 20 billion plus. That requires 80 billion jump in 1 year, and then successively it must grow. I think it's about 5 to 10% each year. Only when you reach all this, you will reach your target of 6% growth and your GNI of 48,000 ringgit by 2020. So numerically, if you ask me, I'm an accountant, I look at numbers, it's something that has not been achieved for the last 15 years. And all the targets that were set in 8 Malaysian plan, 9 Malaysian plan, 10 Malaysian plan, none of it was achieved. And at least for the first time since donkey years, there is an acknowledgement from Barisan Nasional that there is something fundamentally wrong about our economy, that if we do not change, we'll be sending our girls as maids to Indonesia in 10 years' time. That is the real situation. You cannot look and scrutinize only the subsidy provided to the people. It's unfair, because on the other hand, there are 22 to 23 billion gas subsidy provided to the IDPs and the power sector and the industry. There are about 4 billion compensation given to concessionaires. That alone is almost double than the subsidy that is being given to the public. So of course our view is that before you start punishing the public and asking them to adjust their lifestyle, they can't. They have no means of doing that. Before you start doing that, of course you, by right lah, kalau they really follow McKinsey, they should go for the low-hanging fruits. And the low-hanging fruits are the super rich YTL, super rich Genting, super rich Ananda, super rich Mokhtar. And these are the people, the 4 or 5 groups who have benefited over the years from really favorable concessions to them. And they guzzle 23 to 24 billion gas subsidy nowadays, every year. Is it not more straightforward and common sense to actually cut their subsidy, you know, and channel some of that money to the public? The problem with the present government and Pemandu especially, okay, this is where Idris Jala will be held accountable for many years to come, because when he first bentangkan the so-called subsidy rationalization plan, he made an open pledge to the public that the first type of subsidy that will be tackled and phased out is corporate subsidies, is gas subsidies. Poor Idris Jala, obviously, he hit, you know, he stepped on the wrong toes. You know, these 4 or 5 people are extremely influential within the political circles. Until now, gas subsidy has not been touched. Idris Jala could not comment a single thing on fuel subsidy. Instead, he had to spend his time on little nitty-gritty of 20 cent of gula, 10 sen gandum, this hardly makes any difference. 20 cent of gula, it only save what, 80, 90 million ringgit per year. It's nothing compared to the 23 million kan.